Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the business end of the tournament. The game for all the marbles, the game for the bragging rights, for the gold medal, for the trophy, for the memories, to have your names engraved into history. An all Joburg clash at the 2025 Old Pets Water Polo Tournament. Stithian's Girls College having a Joburg derby against Roedean Girls College. An absolute haymaker on its way. Electricity everywhere. Roedean emerging victorious in a high-scoring, high-octane water polo game in the semi-final. And Stithians emerging victorious in defensive masterclass game that ended 2-1. In 20 minutes of stop-start water polo, the highest level, these two lady sides cancelled each other out to only allow 3 goals, less than 1 a chucker. And here we are. Here we are, T-Pain. These two ladies ready to give it their all, perhaps play in this tournament for their final time as schoolgirls. And just, the nerves, man. I'm so excited. There's been such fantastic play this whole weekend. What do you think we're going to see? Who do we have to look out for? What's going to be the tail of the tape? What's your prediction here, T-Pain?
I mean, this one is a really difficult one. I mean, these two teams have actually matched up against each other twice in the past 2 weeks. First encounter was at St. Stithian's College, St. Stithian's, the Saints team going down. I think it was 16-10 on that occasion. And just this past weekend at Roedean, St. Stithian's now took that game against Roedean, winning that one 6-5. So obviously, these two teams really know each other. They go head-to-head. They bash each other quite a lot. You know, they've also got a lot of players that play a lot together. You know, they play club together. They've played for provincial teams together. So it's going to be end-to-end stuff. Hot stuff only. I mean, we're just looking at the Saints' road to the finals. Saints beat Pretoria Girls 21-2, beat Kingswood 3-10, and they go on and beat St. Cyprian's 10-1, Chisapiti 8-4. They beat then Sterling 9-3. St. Stithians then also beat St. Mary's 5-1. In the quarterfinals, they played DSG. They beat DSG 6-4. And then obviously they're now in the semis, they won 2-1 against Rhythm House, obviously coming from Cape Town. That's the school they beat to get here. And then on the other end, when you look at Roedean also another rather strong powerhouse. Roedean beat DSG 6-5 in a close encounter there. They beat St. Peter's 11-3. They beat Clarendon 9-2. They beat Crawford 12-1. Alex Roy, they beat 14-1. 12-2, they beat Rustenburg. And they went down to penalties against Bedfordview, winning that penalty shootout 2-1. And then DGC takes them all the way in the semi-final. They only win there by 2 goals. They win 11-9. So lots of goals on both sides. Lots of good defense as well on both sides. It's really going to go down to the wire.
An absolute coin toss. These two teams having another roll of the dice at each other. 1-1 in the last 2 weeks between them. Let's see who wins the best of 3 and who wins the trophy. So many names to look out for here from both sides. For Saints, you're going to look at their centre forward, Emily Carl, who's been able to score at least 1 goal, I think, every game. You've got the composure and the work ethic from the co-captains, Courtney Callenborn and Tori Tanner Ellis, who cover every drop of water in this pool throughout the game. And you've got the constant effort coming in from the remaining of the side. Then you look over to Roedean, and you've got the Duplessis sisters working constantly. Emma Pellicott is everywhere. Gabriella Morel as well, absolute workhorse, getting goals, steals, everything you need from your team. An absolute barn burner on its way. And the teams are going to jump out the pool and line up for their introductions. A traditional water polo greeting to the final, where we line up on the side of the pool, ordered by numbers, where your captain goes to the front of the line. Your name and number is called, and the spectators give you a double clap. And the teams introduce themselves as the best of the best. Who will be the 2025 Old Pets Water Polo champions? who gets gold and who gets silver. We will find out soon. But first, our introductions.
Our lineup just getting sorted here. As we can already see there, we see Stithians are going to be in the blue caps. Roedean still in their huddle there. I think it's just the last bit of inspiration or motivation, if you may say. I think for me, the only motivation should be it's a final. That's all you need, really. It's a final, have fun. It's the last one. You're 120% guaranteed a medal. It's only about choosing which one. Just go out there, ladies, have fun, do your thing, girls. You see there, Roedean now stepping up. They will be on the right-hand side. White caps, Saints. Left-hand side, blue caps. As we await the announcements.
Roedean with their numbers out here, plenty. A sea of green on the far side of the pool. Deafening cheers coming from their support. The Saints girls wearing their gowns. The Roedean girls wearing their towels.
That's an interesting one. I've never seen a towel before being worn for a lineup. Definitely seen gowns before, but I like the towel, something different. That was the Roedean team that you heard being called out there. They will be playing in white caps, and they'll start us off from left to right on your screens. We'll now listen for Stithians.
And with that, the stage is set. We got to see these girls line up. And you can immediately see the Duplessis sisters towering over their side. One or two ladies from the Saints side are able to hold candles there. But the Duplessis sisters going to look to impose their physicality in this game. And this is it, guys. No more waiting, no more teasing. This for all the marbles.
I mean, just a quick question there, Blanche, from both sides. How do you win this game? So if you're Stithians or if you're Roedean, or how do you win this game? Or what is it that we need to look out for? What is it you need to do in order to win this gold medal?
I think it's quite simple. What you have to do is you have to go out there and you have to score more goals than the opposition. And I wish that was a joke, but based on how the two semi-finals went, that's it. Because the Saints game, the Saints semi-final, there were 3 goals scored in total.
True.
That's it. Defensive masterclass. The other semi-final for Roedean, with goals are plenty. Exclusions are plenty. And it's going to come down to who can put it in the net. Because we know these two teams can, but which team will?
That's fair.
And that's it. Who's going to come? Who's going to pitch up? Who's going to give their everything? And who turns up in this gold medal clash?
That's 100% fair, man. I mean, and you said that perfectly. I mean, you look at both sides. I mean, if I look on my right here, I see Kader, I see Sassenberg, I see Riolo, Carl, I see Tori Tanner Ellis as well as Courtney there. I'm looking like, if I stop one, I still have to stop the other. If I stop this one, I have to stop the other. It's difficult. And then you look to the left hand side, if I stop Gabby, if I stop Pelico, if I stop Ane, if I stop Amy, if I stop Taylor.
Goal scorers are plenty.
It's everywhere. So you just, as you said, simply put, you just must score more than the other team.
Score more and concede less.
That's fair, 100%.
And if you guys don't know the rules of water polo, that's the only one you really have to know. And the ball in, the first swim off in favor of Stithian's goals. The ref on the near side, Lavuyo, throwing that ball in, bouncing it off the lane rope, perhaps a trick shot, but going out of reach of the speeding Daniela Sassenberg. Emily Carl gets the ball in the center, immediately reversed for holding on Kiara Kronia. And Roedean escape the first attack from Stithians. Let's see what they can put together on their attack. Ball up to Amy Stubbs, the vice captain, gets the better of Kader Masechla, and she's sent to the naughty corner. Power play now. Amy Stubbs, vice captain on the ball. Taylor Billett, Kiara Kronia, set up in a 3-3 here on Roedean. She's let it fly from range, but a massive defensive block coming in there from the co-captain, Courtney Callenborn. Possession recovered by Duplessis. Stubbs on the right, fires wide of the cage. And Saints' clean sheet remains intact. I believe that is a 2-meter, I beg your pardon. Lavuyo Takalani, the ref on the near side, says he saw a touch from Cabo Maema. And Roedean have another roll of the dice here. A big drop coming in on Duplessis. And Imbriolo's got her hands full, working hard. A shot comes from range. Maema says no. Sassenberg fetches high up on the left-hand side and looking to carry up. Callenborn is pulling second there. Emily Carl also in the center. Kader Masechla returns, puts it into Callenborn. Callenborn turns, but fires over the crossbar. High-octane start to this first chukka.
Yeah, I see something a bit different here from the Saints team. So Tanner Ellis usually plays on that right-hand side and Callenborn on the left-hand side. Obviously, they've swapped. So obviously, it must be a tactic or something that Coach Maxilino saw with the Roedean team. So swapping the two around and then seeing how that works out here. And Briola still at the back. They're working really strong there. Sassenberg. It's good help defense there. That is the defense that they played in the previous game and helped them get that. It was that constant crash. You look back and see how you can help out your teammate behind you. And that's what one says in that semi-final. And if they keep playing on that, it might be what wins them this game here.
We are still locked up at 0 goals apiece. Both teams cancelling each other out here. And a great read coming in from Gabriela Morel. Jumps up nice and early and snatches that ball away from Kader Masechla. Kiara Kronia carries up the right-hand side. Allowed a little bit of time here by Tanner Ellis. Slipped down here to second center. Sassenberg working hard. Conceding only the ordinary there against Taylor Billett. And a contra in the middle against Duplessis.
Great call, right?
Ane Duplessis there. Deemed to be holding with 2 arms there on Imbriolo. Masechla carries up. Tanner Ellis towards the back post. Beautiful pass. Penalty earned. Masechla spots the ever-moving Tanner Ellis. Gives a beautifully weighted pass onto the hand. And no choice for the defense but to concede the penalty. And Kader Masechla, the provider, going to look to become the scorer of this first penalty of the gold medal match.
Jads, Tori is that player that you need to look out for. Quite sneaky, moves quite a lot. So Tori, man, doing really well there to earn that penalty for her side there. Absolute silence.
Mosehla converts first blood, Saints. Deafening silence broken with thunderous applause for the first goal of the gold medal match. And Saints draw first blood through Keita Mosehla.
And you can see the tactic there. So you see now, so Emily Carl has jumped out the water. Drew Standard jumps in, but what they then do, Saints though, is that they have Keita go play center forward. So June on the attack and roll in from the side there. I like that tactic there. Similar to what Roedean do on the right-hand side with Amy Stubbs. So let's see now an attack. The contra foul called there on Taylor Billett. It's now Saints ball. There she goes. There's June Stander. She's getting ready to roll second there, giving her team that option. Ball is right with Keita though. Keita. Keita has the ball robbed off of her by number 2. Put on here. Great steal there. Well done, girl. Great awareness as well.
Fantastic defensive set there from Roedean. Tana Ellis was open on the left. Ball didn't get there, and the ball was stolen. We've got a fetch up the right-hand side with Pellicott feeding it into Duplessis. Imbriolo looking to help out Sassenberg, but Sassenberg's in the lane. But she's been excluded for holding. An open lady in the middle is found, and she finishes! Taylor Billett on the score sheet. Level pegging, 1 goal apiece. And the Roedean fan club, the crowd wants more. The Roedean fan club in full voice here. And Sassenberg returns to the water. Keita Mosehla gets us back underway. Full pull press coming in from Roedean. Imbriola casually earns the ordinary. Sassenberg on the left here, up against Billett. The ball into the centre for Mosehla. Has done enough to win the exclusion. And Grenier gets her second exclusion of the game. Power play now for St. Stithians. Courtney Callenborn with a lady on her back, gives the ball back to the wing. Tana Ellis. Pellicott almost able to win that ball. Sassenberg can slip into a shooting lane here on the left. She's received it, sets her legs, one big walk and fired over the crossbar there from Sassenberg.
Yeah, just too much on the back there. When she gets the ball, she tries to reset there, and then ends up shooting off of her back there. And that's how the shot will always go up when you're shooting off your back there.
Perhaps should have taken an extra second. She did have the extra second to get her legs under her and perhaps put a better shot on target. But it's a gold medal match. And tempers right high and emotions right high. And Amy Stubbs, the vice captain, looking for a high finish. But Cabo says no.
Yeah, Cabo Mayemo, one of the youngsters in the team currently under 16. I know she played under 15 last year for the Saints team. So to now to be playing at such a high level, being playing for the team's first team, really an honor and a privilege for her. And she's doing absolutely phenomenally so far this tournament.
Little loose pass there from Imbriolo, snatched away by Taylor Billett. But Courtney Callenborn, with her wits about her, recovers the possession for her side. Tana Ellis looks to feed Mosehla. Second centre, frees the shoulder, finishes the chance! Keita Mosehla rocking Kiara Cronier into next week and firing cross cage, putting Saints back in front with 16 seconds left on the clock.
Wait. Did you see that hesitation? You know, often in basketball there's a bit of a hesi, as they know it as. So Keita bounces off, but then waits for Ziana and goals there to drop. As she drops with that little hesi, then she gets a shot off there. So that was phenomenal, man, from Keita. No wonder she played SA under 16 last year. Absolutely incredible. As you see a contra foul there. There's about 4 seconds left in this checkout. Number 4 has a go. Courtney's goes wide. Man.
What a first chucker. What an opening to this final. 2 goals to 1 in favor of St. Stithians Girls College over Roedean. Absolutely electric. And we'll see you for the end, the next chuck after this short break. I'm just kidding. There's no short break. You're stuck with my voice as well as T-Pain's. We're going to talk you guys through the little inter-chucker breakout. Fantastic water polo we've seen so far. Real end-to-end stuff. Both teams showing a clear understanding of the game plan of the opposition and responding. There's been no hesitation as to what our game plan is.
Yeah.
We know yours. We know how we're going to play against you. And both teams doing that phenomenally well. Meg Celino, Saints girls, and Sia Guzano's Roedean ladies putting in absolute shifts in this final. But we still have 3 quarters to go.
Yeah, man, I think, that first chaka, I think for me, my favorite part is, obviously, having played center back myself back in the day when I used to jump in the water, I'd love to see the defensive part. And so when a team does well on defense, it always motivates me and gets me excited. So, you saw that from the Saints perspective. A lot of coming down, lots of crashing, lots of look behind, looking to help. The Roedean perspective, it was lots of their press, no foul, jump for the elbow, and that's how they get the ball back. So I really like to see the 2 differences in the defense there. But so far, this has been an absolute cracker. Super entertaining. We're seeing here Kira Holland will be doing the swim for the Saints girls. On the other side, we've got Billet. Taylor Billet will be swimming for the Roedean ladies. The refs are ready. They whistle off, and we get going. Swim off this time. Thrown in by Greg. Ball lands in the water. Not in the lane note this time. But yeah, we've got Saints. Same result. Saints wins that swim off.
Yeah, Kira Holland firing the afterburners there and winning possession for Saints. Some stats worth noting. Kaida Masekla on a brace. All of Saints' goals going to her. Fantastic perimeter steal from Emma Pellicott there, but a loose pass and Imbriolo swimming head up like every good centre-back does and pounces on the weak pass. Another key stat to note, one of the starting 7, I believe, for Roedean, Kira Cronier, already on 2 majors. The Saints girls going to look to try and isolate her and catch her out to make sure the cavalry of this Roedean side is decreased. Emily Carl working fantastically in the centre, rocking or freeing the shoulder and firing to the cross cage. But I believe Shabalala got a hand to that and put it onto the crossbar, and Roedean recovered possession.
Just one thing to note though, from the Saints perspective, Embriolo was the defender of the tournament. As you see a shot, and great save there by Cabo. But Embriolo was the defender of the tournament at the Saints tournament last year, so obviously it's going to be very hard for Roedean to try and get those balls into hole. But what you see though is Roedean then go, okay, fine, let's roll second hole. And you see there, Stubbs there rolls second there. Stubbs gets the ball on the second hole, but it's a good save from Cabo. And it's a penalty. Penalty going against number 2, Kira Holland. They left Taylor Billet wide open there in the middle of the goal, gets the ball in, and penalties then called. Who steps up to the plate? It's Gabriela Morel. Morel, absolute ice in her veins. She has no issue when it comes to penalties. She always slots them. Just like she did with that one. Never has an issue. Cabo touches the ball, but her hand just not strong enough there. And all of a sudden, we are level, ladies and gentlemen. It's 2 apiece, and this is the final we all wanted.
A little movement here from Saints, perhaps trying a different strategy. Emily Carl, number 3, the centre forward, has moved to the left-hand side to try and pull second. But it looks like Gabriela Morel's following her to the perimeter. No smoke and mirrors coming in from Saints. Courtney Callenborn working on the right-hand side there against Amber McEwen. Earns the ordinary. Kaida Masekla. Kaida Masekla still on the ball. Earning the ordinary. Outside 6. She lets it fly. Big save coming in from Shabalala. That would have been something special for Masekla to complete her hat-trick like that. Callenborn spots the open lady coming through the middle. Great cover defense from Stithians. Ball into the centre, hands from Callenborn. Sneaky hands from Stubbs, getting that back out. Ball into centre, Duplessis on the ball, but she fires over the cage. Tana Ellis doing everything in her power to drain the gas tank there of Duplessis. Duplessis, obviously the bigger lady. The physical presence. The towering lady of the Duplessis sisters. A strong set and a massive effort from Tana Ellis, doing enough to take some gas out of the gas tank for Duplessis, and she fires over the crossbar.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just me, but I just felt a wave of heat go through this indoor center. Yeah, I don't know if it's just that the water polo that's being played is absolutely crispy hot, or that it's actual real heat there. Maybe just all in my head, but man, oh man, this end-to-end action is incredible. There's shots coming off crossbars, there's kickouts, there's exclusions, there's this, there's that, there's shots there. Man, it's really end-to-end stuff that these two teams really are putting on a show. We've got about 2:30 left in this second checkup. Still lots of time. We are tied at 2 goals apiece. As you see Saints captain there, Tori on the ball. Moves it up now to Embriolo. Embriolo has the ball stolen off of her. It's Emma Pellico, the captain of Roedean. Can she see Stubbs next to her? She doesn't need Stubbs. She goes all the way. She goes all the way. And Emma Pellico gives back Roedean a lead. Roedean now have their first hit of the game. It's 3-2 in favor of Roedean.
Tana Ellis there putting in a massive shift to try and cover. You've got the danger lady, Emma Pellicott, storming onto 2 meters. You have to take the major. You have to sink her. You cannot let Pellicott have a free shot from 2 meters.
100%.
You cannot. You go to the naughty corner. You take the penalty. You let your keeper have a chance from 5 meters on a timed release, or let your team reset for a 6-on-5. Tana Ellis there perhaps should have taken the major, but understandably she didn't, and converted there beautifully by Pellicott.
Yeah, I think the concern there from Tana Ellis is maybe that she knows she's one of the key players for this same side, so she wants to stay in the water as long as possible, so not giving away any silly majors, but also you don't want to concede a goal, because you concede a goal, it's sometimes hard to come back from that one. But the ball's on the right hand side of Esme. Esme opening up her angle, has a shot! Esme Duplessis makes Salinos absolutely not happy there with the defense there from Embriolo. Saying, Embriolo, it was a one-on-one with you and her. Why are we not pressing her? Why are we leaving Esme, who's got a crack of a shot, to have a go at us? And now we are 4-2 down.
A massive shift in momentum here. Roedean putting in a powerful second chucker. And another loose pass from Saints, and Pellicott's gone! Pellicott's gone!
Look under.
Beautiful pass!
Oh.
Tana Ellis on Pellicott. Well done, Tana Ellis. Well done, Pellicott. Fantastic pass coming in from Ambrin McEwen. Tana Ellis left with no choice there. Has to take the major. And Gabriella Morel has already converted a penalty. Going to try and do it again. Kabo Mayema. Converts. Gabriella Morel completes her brace. And a massive swing on the scoreboard. The Saints girls coming into this chucker 2-1 ahead. Conceding for this chucker. Offensive masterclass coming in from Roedean. One too many in the water here for Roedean. Somebody's going to have to jump. You can ignore me. Amy Stubbs is sub. Amy Subs. Sorry. My sense of humor is not the best. 1 minute and 10 left of the second chucker.
Yeah, Saints they're just going for goals unanswered. Really great attacking prowess there from this team time. Now they're going there. Tight, full-on tight press, which is obviously what's caused Saints some issues now, because there were 2 loose passes that led to 2 goals for Saints. So it's going to be tight press. But you see, that's the issue with the tight press, is that you leave your centre back a bit more vulnerable and it ends up leading to more exclusions. So exclusion there for Roedean. Saints a man up. How do they play this one? They really need to score. Get back some momentum on their side. Courtney. Pellico with a great block there on her number 4. The ball's with Eric Blackburn. And another block there. The defense from Roedean, as well as their attack in this quarter, has been sublime.
Ambrin McEwen putting her arm in the way of the goal there. Quickly recovered there. Sassenberg, she's going to play herself and go here. 3-on-2 for Saints. 30 seconds on the clock. They've got the time. She's got the speed. Massive shot coming early from Sassenberg. Shabalala denies. Ball quickly up the other side of the pool. Taylor Billett. They're going to want to use as much of this momentum as they can. Tana Ellis working up here against Duplessis. She fires wide of the cage. 7 seconds on the clock. We're going to need to see something from range here. Tana Ellis fires from deep. On target, but not enough to trouble Shabalala. And a monumental second chukker coming in from Roedean.
Can we go back to that Ziana Shabalala save? It's a 3-on-2 counter-attack for St. Stithians. Anyone would think Sassenberg, no, Danny Sassenberg, great shot on her, has a goal. But Shabalala comes up with a spectacular save then. I mean, we were ready to, it took us back to that 2010 moment, you know, where Superior Shabalala scores that wonderful goal for South Africa in that opening game of that World Cup final. That save, exactly, yes, that's the one. That save gives us that same resemblance there. It was one-on-one. Shabalala comes up with a beautiful save there. Oh man, Zianda Shabalala having an absolute cracker of a final.
That goal there could have been so important for Saints. I think they needed that to break the momentum. They were 3-on-2, perhaps 1-2 quick pass to move that defense, perhaps change the way the defense was set for that shot, because they were, right? The two defenders were on the post, baiting the passes to the outside, leaving it as like a 50-50 press kind of thing. And Sassenberg occupies the center water, picks up and shoots immediately. Yeah. Well, not immediately, I beg your pardon, but she swims the whole way up to 5. You don't blame her. If she scored it, no one would say a thing.
Yeah.
Right? Because she took her chance, she cemented, put in her authority and said, I'm going to score this, and would have scored it. But now, because she didn't make that pass, there's two blockers on either post, and Shabalala in the cage, and your angle is narrow. Yeah. You know, if you can shift the keeper's head for a second, you know, you can break their concentration and pass it into the goal. That extra man goal could have been everything Saints needed to break the momentum that Roedean developed so incredibly in that second chukker. 2-1 was first chukker, 5-2 second chukker, 4-0 to Roedean in that second chukker. Meg Celino has pulled the Saints goals outside. They're in a huddle, they're having a chat. She needs to reignite the fire burning within her players, and they need to come to play in this third chukker to bring themselves back.
But I mean, especially in a final, you know, in a final, especially when both teams are really good, like these two teams are strong. We've spoken about how the fact they've played each other in the past 2 weeks twice already, and they've got one each then. So momentum is everything in these games. If you've got the momentum and you keep on going with the momentum, then you are more likely to win. So their Saints really, really needed to score that goal there, but it's an absolute phenomenal save by Shabalala. The next best thing now for St. Stithians is to score first. You cannot let Roedean get the first goal here, because they get the first goal, it's now a 4-goal lead, and now it looks so hard. Chins are down, head is down, and looks harder now to get back into this final.
I couldn't agree more. Saints need the next goal. Roedean will do everything they can to prevent it, but Pelicott wins the first swim off, beating Tana Ellis to the ball, and Gabriela Morel storming up the center of the pool. The big guns, it looks like, back in for Saints. June Stander, the only one in, not in the starting 7. I think Callenborn having a break. Tana Ellis showing hands here. Perimeter work from Morel. Great switch from Masechla. Ball into the center, read like a book by Embriolo. Jumps that early, gets there before Ney Duplessis, snatches the ball away for Saints. Exactly the defense they need. A long pass here, but the favor is returned by the vice-captain Amy Stubbs. She times it, jumps in the way, and makes a beautiful steal on that long pass from Mayema. Stubbs drawing the ordinary. Roedean on their way up the pool. Contra in the center. I believe that was against Taylor Billett. 2 hands on the costume there, holding to get advantage.
Ball's now right here. It's Tana Ellis. Tana Ellis Torres. Definitely going to have to do something for the team here. You see Emily. Emily's looking for the ball and set there. Something. It's an ordinary there. Yo, Kiara likely to stay in the water there. Well, she has to stay in the water. She's got 2 majors against her name already. So doing well defensively there, not to give away her 3rd major. They've got the double set though now to Saints. It actually looks like a bit of a triple set though. But the ball goes to June Stander. And it's an exclusion there. Over the top then. That's Amy Stubbs. Good work there by June Stander to end that exclusion. Emily's wide open on the right-hand side. She finds Keita. Keita! It's a penalty.
Great pass there from Emily Carl, the centre forward. Turns provider, Keita Masechla. Lets it be known that she's open on the post. beautifully weighted pass onto her hand. And no choice for the Roedean girls. They have to give away that penalty. Exactly the start Saints needed. And Masechla going to look to complete her hat-trick and get Saints back within 2. Oh, unable to convert. Down the middle. Shabalala. Her presence is being felt in the pool. A subpar penalty there, especially by Masechla standards. And Roedean escape. Big perimeter pressure from Sassenberg, assisted by Carl, and they win the ball. Carl is firing the afterburners here, looking for the front water, and she wins the exclusion. Kiara Cronje is done for. That's her third. She will play no further part in this game.
That's unfortunate there for Cronje. 3 majors and she's out. She'll have to see the rest of the game from the sidelines. But it says now the man up. They've got Emily on the right-hand side. Kato's on the left. Kato has to make up for that missed shot. She does so! She does so! With an absolute cracker of a goal! Oh, Kato Museta has one fake, second fake, a third fake, and puts that ball in the back of the net past Zianda Shabalala.
Kato Masechla take a bow in the form of her life here in this final, scoring all 3 of Saints' goals. 2 minutes and 47 seconds left of this third chukka. And exactly what Saints needed in this chukka. This game is well and truly still alive. Tana Ellis pressurizing on the perimeter. June Stander almost able to win that ball off of Stubbs. Ball slips into second center. Sassenberg concedes the ordinary. Duplessis on the perimeter. Tana Ellis making her work for it. A shot from range. Not sure how much Cabo knew about that shot. But that came off the woodwork, much to her relief and the Saints' goals relief. And Kato Masechla now on the ball against opposite 6 Pelikat. Callenborn.
Look at that there.
And a Springer. Dropping into center, but Stubbs beautifully positioned and wins that ball away from Stander. Fantastic defensive positioning there from the vice captain, Amy Stubbs. Gabriella Morel on a brace, feeding into center, and too much there from Callenborn. And Duplessis wins an exclusion. Power play now. 4-2 is the formation. 4 in on 9 on the bottom and 2 up top. Stubbs, 3 hands in the way, 2 big books, not able to beat the blockers. But the forever pressure of Taylor Billets almost comes up clutch there. But Kato Masechla there to pick up the scraps.
It's a counter.
And June Stander, Masechla with a beautiful pass. Stander. Stander wins the pen. Saints are back. 1 minute and 25 seconds. Masechla up for redemption here. She's not fazed by her first miss. She's scored after that. She's got 3 in this game already. Looking to make amends here. It's Kato Masechla. Zianda Shabalala going to want to repeat to the last pin. Masechla rifles into the top left. 4 goals for Saints. 4 goals for Kato Masechla. And we are back. 1 goal apiece. The third chukka Saints needed to get back that second chukka that Roedean took. This final is alive.
Yeah, this is exactly what the Saints goals would have needed, you know. They were down by those 3 goals. Now they've brought it back to within 1 there. And it's all about the momentum as we spoke about there. You need momentum, and now the momentum has very obviously shifted now in favor of Saints now. How do Roedean respond? They need to get something. It's Taylor Billett. Taylor Billett gives them that something and now restores the 2-goal lead that they just had. Taylor Billett there is nice rock off there. Finishes over the top, rolls the wrist there, makes sure to beat the goalkeeper. It is now 6-4. And that is exactly what the Roedean team would have been asking for to try to kill and beat that momentum from the Saints goals.
Fantastic goal there from Taylor Billett, completing her brace. So she's got 2 this game. Roedean on 6. Tana Ellis on the ball here on the right-hand side, pressured by Pellicott. Springer. Tana Ellis, back to Springer. Emily Carl wants the ball. The ball goes in. She's let a back shot go. It's almost sneaked over Shabalala's hand, but she responds and keeps that out the cage. And now Roedean carry up the pool with 35 seconds on the clock. Ambrin McEwen feeds Pellicott onto the right-hand side here for Billett. Contra foul in the center. Amy Stubbs caught for holding on Tana Ellis. And Saints with 20 seconds need to get a goal here. Emily Carl called for it and has won the exclusion. And Gabriella Morel has been sent. Sassenberg on the ball here. Callenborn, 6 seconds on the clock. Anna Springer, Tana Ellis. Tana Ellis fires. And the chukker comes to a close. 6 goals to 4 reads the scoreline. Tana Ellis forcing a shot there at the end. If that ball was out of bounds before the end of time, then we'll be man on man at the start of the chukker. If the buzzer went first before the shot, if Saints win the ball, they'll probably have about 5 seconds left of that man up. If is the question though, is a big if. But a fantastic third chukker from Saints and a great response again from Roedean. Saints, I think, winning that chukker 3 goals to 2. 3 goals to 1. 3-1. 3-1 to Saints in that chukker. Scoreline still with a 2 deficit. 5 minutes.
Yeah, but just looking at that last man up there, I mean, Saints definitely had the opportunity to try and score and make it back to that 1 goal lead for Roedean. But I think that ball shouldn't have gone back to the top there to Tana Ellis. There was Courtney Callenborn wide open on that left-hand side, calling for the ball, similar to the move that they used earlier, but it was Kaden Musekla in that same position. So they needed to move that ball back to that left-hand side, give it to Courtney. Courtney has a fake, and she's got a crack on her, so they definitely could have scored from there. So they should have given that one there to Courtney. But yeah, nothing they can do about that. Now they've got 2 goals. They need to catch up. Roedean have 2 goals they need to hold on to. They've got 5 minutes. Start, ladies and gentlemen. 5 minutes is all we have to crown our 2025 Old Petrians gold medalists.
And champions.
And champions. It's the 20th edition of this tournament. Can you believe that, Blaine? 20 years.
Serious?
Yeah, that makes me feel so old now. I'm almost as old as this tour. I'm a lot older, well, say 5 years maybe, older than this tournament. So it's really great and really good to see that St. Peter's have managed to keep such a prestigious tournament going for so long. But there we go. We off went to our last chukker. It's Amber McEwen. On the other side, it's Miss Springer. And it's McEwen that wins that swim up there, gives the ball over now to her captain, Emma Pellicott. Pellicott finding Billett, the last goal scorer for this Roedean team. Stubbs trying to pull second there. Earns an ordinary against June. She plays the ball, gets out 6 now. She's allowed to shoot now. She earns another ordinary. She's outside. Does she have a go? No, she plays the ball. Gives it to Billett. She knows she can back Billett. Billett has moved to score, and now Billett earns an exclusion. The exclusion's on to number 7. Erin Blackburn off to the corner. Stubbs. Billett. Up at the top with Morale. It's left. It's McEwen. Oh, McEwen looking for that catch and release there. But it's back to right side. Billett. It comes off the crossbar and out. It is now Saints' ball.
Saints escaping by the skin of their teeth there. Tabang, I'd like to circle back to something you said. You said you're 5 years over 20 and you feel old. I think a lot of our viewers, including me, are quite offended by that. You're far from old, my man. Imbriola. Out here to Springer. Emily Carl sitting pretty. Ball in. She's free the shoulder and let it fly. But Morel doing enough to put her off. And that shot going over the crossbar. Shabalala untroubled by that attempt. Oh, I beg your pardon. That's not Shabalala. That's Buthelezi now in the cage.
That's an interesting move though from Roedean. I mean, Shabalala having an absolute cracker in this final. So now to change to Buthelezi, I'm not saying it's a bad goalkeeper, and Buthelezi is phenomenal as well. I mean, that's obviously the lucky part that they have there, but interesting to see that. I mean, Buthelezi's got the momentum, doing really well so far. Now to change that is interesting, and hopefully to see that Buthelezi will be finding goals.
Yeah, interesting strategy to say the least. Springer receiving the ball here, pressurized by Pellicott. Pellicott fouls and drops to help Tanner Ellis. Embriolo. Blackburn dropping in to June Stander. Emily Carl sitting well. And a Springer here. Not the greatest pass from June Stander. 3 seconds on the clock. She's gone for an up and under, but put it wide.
Yeah, but she has to though. I mean, in this, it's the finals. The last chucker usually would opt to dump the ball, but you're 2 goals behind. So rather try to throw the ball, maybe get to 2 meter or get a goal. You never know what happens. So she had to do that. So I backed that decision. Good one there.
A ball into the center there. Pellicott trying to connect with Anae Duplessis. Embriola responds well with her positioning and concedes only an ordinary foul. Stubbs feeds into Pellicott. She's gone for a lob, but come on, my Emma! Has pulled a rabbit out of a hat there.
Whoa.
Almost lobbed down the center. Deflects that onto the crossbar. It comes off her head, floats backwards, but the instincts kick in, and she spins and retrieves the ball. And now Springer drops into June Stunder's second center. And Taylor Billett gets her marching orders. Power play for Saints. 2 minutes and 20 on the clock. Springer. Saints need this. Tanner Ellis. Embriolo. Tanner Ellis fires. And Buthelezi comfortably captures that ball. And Roedean escape with their 2-goal advantage intact. And Esme Duplessis gives it to Stubbs on the right-hand side.
Yeah, I think it's time to go for it now. From the Saints perspective, we've got 2 full attacks. Personally, I call it timeout. And I go 7 on 6. I don't have a choice. I need to go 7 on 6. I need to try to get a goal as quickly as possible, because then if I attack 7 on 6, I get a goal on the one side there. Then they come back, I bring back my goalkeeper if you score, and then it's another one, 7 on 6 again. But you need to go for it, Mrs. Salino. You don't have a choice here, unless maybe you can get something here. You've gone with the double set play instead. So you've got June. June gets the ball in hole. June has the exclusion. There's a timeout. There's a timeout called by St. Stithians. 1:20 left. St. Stithians have to score here. And then they have 1 full attack afterwards, but they must score on this man-up move. Who would you look for, blame, for this man-up?
Who's got 4 goals in this game? Whose temperament's ready? Who's ready for this game? Do you think anyone else?
It has to be her.
It has to be. Katie Masechla.
Obvious.
4 goals already to her name. Surely she can make it 5. I wouldn't be surprised. However, there are high caliber players in the Saints team. It doesn't have to be Masechla. It could be anyone. But she has been monumental in this game for Saints. 1 minute and 20 seconds on the clock. A set piece opportunity here for Saints. It looks like the big guns are all back in. Starting 7 in the water. The full starting 7 in the water for Saints.
Yeah, you hear someone in the crowd saying, must score, Saints, must score. And they really must score. Yeah, they go with the 3-3 option to start off this man up. It's a drive that comes down. Ball moves to Embriolo. It's Callenborn. It's Musetta. Ordinary.
Sassenberg needs to move down into the right lane here. Musechla unable to convert. 1 minute left on the clock. Saints have used their timeout. Kuzana, the coach, calling for the ball to be slowed all the way down here. They need to run this 30 dry. They need to use their time here. And Amy Stubbs firing the afterburners, moving all the way down to the right-hand side. Gabriella Morel, Sassenberg with a full press. 10 seconds on the clock here for the 30. Morel opting to slow it down. Stubbs going for something ambitious, almost able to beat Mayema. 30 seconds on the clock now. Saints need a goal right now. Callenborn opening the shoulder. Tanner Ellis in the center. Stagnant from St. Stithians. Masekla sitting pretty. Callenborn has gone for the up and under. 15 seconds on the clock. And Sia Guzana has removed his smartphone from his pockets. Sia is going to go for a swim because the 2025 champions for the Old Pet Water Polo Tournament is Roedean Girls College. Guzana points to the sky and takes his gold medal with his chin up high. An absolute masterclass coming in from Roedean. That second chukker doing everything for them, swinging momentum in their favor, and a fantastic, a classic of a final here, where Roedean emerged victorious over St. Stithians Girls College, who finish as the silver medalists here at Wahoo Aquatic Center. Any thoughts there, T-Pain, about that game?
I mean, yeah, you said it perfectly. It was all that second chukker there. I mean, absolutely phenomenally played there by Roedean, that second chukker. Those 4 goals unanswered. The saves that were made, it was all that second chukker. Wonderfully played there by the Roedean girls. And I mean, no, the St. Stithians really put up a great fight. They did come back with a couple goals there in that third chukker and the fourth chukker, but unfortunately just leaving a bit too late there. But well done to both teams there. St. Stithians obviously crowned the champions last year. This time around, they have to accept the silver. But absolutely well done to Siyabonga Kuzana and his ladies on that gold medal win.
Congratulations, Roedean. Congratulations, St. Stithians. And thank you all for joining us here at the 2025 Old Pets Water Polo Tournament. Statistics, coverage, and commentary brought to you by ItsHappening.Africa. And until next time, peace, love, and positivity, and take care.